Hi, welcome to day one of Mystery School. I'm so glad you're going on this journey with me. We're going to have fun, and we're also going to learn so much about how we work in the world, how we tick, um, how we operate, how we get the information we get from outside in the world, from partners, friends, family members, and what that means. So I want to say a few things. First of all, our first lesson is going to be on listening, and I'm going to give you a little commercial about that, because listening is key to not just relationships, but it's also key to how you listen to yourself. Okay, so let's see. Let me see what comes to me about that. It's about listening in a very quiet mind, which might sound impossible. How do you quiet down your mind enough to hear wisdom? Not just your wisdom, the wisdom of the universe, but everybody's wisdom, so that you can really hear them at the level of their soul, at the soul level, not at their personality, not listening to what's going on for them in their insecurity, in their upset. It's not about listening for content. I'm going to hit you over the head with a frying pan. That's content. What's behind that is a feeling like, oh my gosh, this person is so enraged and upset. Oh my goodness. And compassion, it comes out of you. It comes out of any of us who are recognizing that. You know, if you recognize that somebody you love is in pain, even if they're saying it's all your fault, it's because of you that I'm in pain, even if they're saying that, it doesn't matter. The content doesn't matter what they're saying. What they're feeling is what matters. That person is upset. You want to get out of the way of taking it personally. Even though it's directed at you personally, it's not you, it's them. It's where they're coming from. In that moment, they're saying those nasty, awful things to you. So, hope this makes sense. Now, how to listen to your own wisdom versus your pea brain. I like to call it the pea brain, which, you know, it's also been called the reptilian brain, the primitive brain. It's the brain that's hooked into ego, self-importance, the need to be respected, the need to be treated properly, except for one thing. You're only going to be treated the way that other person is experiencing. The way you're going to be treated, the way in which the person treating you, bad or good even, it's coming from them, the state of mind that they are in that moment. If they are in a negative state of mind, they're not going to treat you well. If they're in a positive state of mind, yeah, lap it up, enjoy it. They will treat you well from that positive state of mind. Whether you just bought them a gift or you said to them, gee, I have an awful headache. I just have to rest and relax. And can we have this conversation another time when I'm more rested? Either of those scenarios, any scenario you can make up in your own mind, or any scenario you could swear that you're in that time frame, is going to look real and true to the person experiencing it. That's what thought and consciousness do when they get together. Thought and consciousness get together and they create an experience for the person having those thoughts. The consciousness coming through them projects their thoughts onto life. It's true not just for you, it's true for everybody. Everybody's built the same way, and that's why mind, thought, and consciousness are called principles. So you might say, well, wait a minute, where does mind come in? We just talked about thought and consciousness, creating an experience, but mind is the source of it all. I was going to say, it's like where the plug goes in, the energy source. Mind, as Sid Banks referred to mind with a capital M, he also called it divine mind and wisdom. We're part of that. We're part of that. We don't always tap into it, though, because we're so busy in our pea-brain thinking, in our personal thinking, our ego thinking, that we forget that we are part of this magnificent universe. Some people call it God. Call it what you want. The psychiatrist, Dr. Pettit, who says, call it, or maybe that was Judy Sedgman, I can't remember. They both came to do a seminar in Connecticut, and I can't remember who initiated that, but they said, call it Curly, Mo, and Harry, Larry, Curly, and Mo. Call it any 3 words you want, but get the sense of it. It's not something you get intellectually. It's something you feel. It's something you get. And I'll tell you what, when you see it, you're going to say, yeah, I knew that all along. I just didn't realize I knew that. There's a part of you, that part that's tapped into divinity, that's tapped into wisdom, knows that if somebody's coming at you with negative words and negative behaviors, it's because of their condition. There's a part of everybody that knows that. But we cover that up with a lot of negative thinking. Okay, so what I want to leave you with is everybody, it's a natural capacity. Everybody has the ability to quiet their mind and listen for wisdom. I invite you to try it. Wisdom School is all about using your life as a laboratory, kind of like it pronounced, laboratory. So let's use our life experiences as a laboratory to explore and experience and see how we work as humans. Crazy species we are. We are quite a lot, but we have the ability to look within ourselves. And that's what Mystery School is all about. Life will always have mystery to it, but there is an understanding of how we work that takes some of the mystery out of the mystery and just leaves the good part of mystery there. It takes the negative part of the mystery out of the equation so that you are then left with the beautiful mystery of life. Okay, I'm going to sign off for now. See you soon. See you tomorrow. Like it or not.